You know how big Texas is? I mean, that's almost a day and a half just to get out. What's going on, guys? This is Anthony, Family Man Trucking, and welcome to my channel. It's January 21st, 2021, Thursday evening, and I'm in Auburn, Indiana, which is basically north of Fort Wayne. And I have a drop tomorrow morning. Actually, I have a pickup tomorrow morning, taking it home, and I'm dropping it off Monday morning in Houston. And I talked to you guys over the phone, which I really do appreciate you guys. I really do appreciate you guys subscribing to my channel, giving me questions, asking me to call you guys, and so you guys can pick my brain on MGR Lease. And trust me, I try to answer all the questions you guys have to the best of my knowledge, and I hope I don't confuse you guys. And like I said, I don't sugarcoat things. You guys ask me a question, I'll tell you guys my honest opinion, you know, from my thoughts on MGR, as in how much money you can make, to the deductions, you know, if they're too high, if they're reasonable, whatever, you know. So with that being said, when I do talk to you guys, one question that always jumps out there is, why do I stay out 2 weeks if I can make the money within 1 week? You know, why do I decide to stay out 2 weeks? And to be honest with you, that's just my I won't say my decision, but that's my balance, you know. And what I mean by that is that's my time frame that I can be over the road. I'm comfortable with that, and I make good money on the road, you know. Now, can I make that kind of money, the same kind of money, and go home every weekend? I probably can. But honestly, there's a reason why I choose not to go home every weekend, that is, and what I mean is, I don't want to hustle home to get home, all right? I live in Houston, or I live right outside Houston, and the market that I live in is not so good, you know. And everybody's thinking, oh, you know, Houston, whatever, you know, it must be a good market. You live close to the port, you know. Not necessarily, guys. You know, Houston's not really a good market, you know, because you only have to get out of Houston, to get out of Texas. There's only two ways you can go: up 45, go to Dallas into Oklahoma or Arkansas, or I-10 East going towards Louisiana, and that's it. That's all the choices you guys have, you know. Now you can go to like I-10 going towards like San Antonio and all that stuff back and forth, but you know how big Texas is? I mean, that's almost a day and a half just to get out, all right, that direction, okay? So with that being said, you know, I only have two ways to get out of Texas, all right? Now, if I live close to Dallas, or if I lived in Dallas, then yeah, maybe the market might be a little bit better for us, you know. But Houston is not really a good hotspot. You know, something like Atlanta, you know, Chicago, you know, where you can go almost any direction and still make good money, and then probably be home for that weekend, you know, then yeah, kudos on you. But to me, 2 weeks is good enough for me to run a triangle and make good money and start making my way back home. All right. Now, like I said, can I come home every weekend and still make the same amount of money? Maybe, you know, but you also don't want to like kind of like paint yourself in corners. All right. I'm gonna paint you a scenario. All right, let's say I get a load on Monday, all right, out of Houston, or within 50 miles of Houston. All right, say it's a 2-day trip going towards North Carolina, Michigan, Wisconsin, whatever you want to call it, right? Okay, let's say North Carolina. All right, and let's say it's 2 days for a Wednesday drop, paying $2,700 bucks. All right, because that's more or less what I usually get around there, between $2,500 to $2,700. Okay, it's a Wednesday. All right, my dispatcher books me a next day drop. Okay, say it's going to Atlanta. All right, for $1,500. All right, so now I'm at Atlanta Thursday morning. Let's say he books another next day drop. Say I'm going to Nashville. That one's paying, okay, $1,200. All right, Atlanta and Nashville is not that very far from each other. All right. All right, now let's say that Friday, he books me a load going home early in the morning. All right, paying $1,800 for a Monday morning drop. So now I'm hustling home to get home. All right, I'm up $7,200. My total run was $7,200. All right, I'm running. Okay, now Nashville is not that very far from Houston, but it is a drive. Okay, and let's say also you're running late. The receiver's running late, or the shipper's running late, or taking their time is what I mean. Okay, say the weather, ugly weather, it's raining, or whatever the case might be. Okay, now you got all weekend to get this to Houston. All right, you got all this, time to get to Houston, whatever you want to call it. But your intention is to get home. My intention is to get home. All right, I get home late Saturday night. Okay, because the shipper ate up most of my clock that Friday morning, so I wasn't able to drive that far out. Okay, and then coming into Houston or coming into Texas, there's bad weather, what do you want to call it, back and forth, So I get in late Saturday afternoon into Saturday night. So there I am. I got there Saturday night. Turn off my clock, start my 34. All right, I go do my drop for that Monday morning, off again. What just happened? Okay, I hustled home to be home with my family for basically a day, because I got home late Saturday night or late Saturday afternoon, just to get back out Monday morning after my drop and to head back out. I don't want to do that. Okay, so I'd rather do all that running around the first week. Okay, do those things like I was saying, the 2-day drop to North Carolina, pick up another one, take it to Atlanta, maybe do another 2-day pickup, take it to let's say Wisconsin, paying $2,700 or another $2,500, whatever you want to call it, for a Friday drop. I pick up one Friday, take it with me over the weekend. Say that one's paying another $2,500 or whatever the case might be. Okay, so now I'm close to $8,000, and then Monday drop it off. Okay, let's say I'm around Wisconsin or Chicago. All right, go to North Carolina for a 2-day drop. Okay, do another 1-day drop, the next day drop, that means. Okay, for that Tuesday, take a 2-day run. Let's say it's going back towards Chicago or Minnesota. Okay, go to Minnesota, drop that one off, pick one up, and start heading home, nice and comfortable. I usually get in early Saturday morning. Okay, now I got the full weekend, so to speak, because I picked it up on that Thursday. All right, and had all day that Friday to drive, and I finished up that Saturday, and I got in early Saturday afternoon. All right, that's how I set my weeks up, because if I do it every weekend, man, there's gonna be one weekend to where it's not gonna run smooth, and I don't want that, just so I can be home. Okay, I'm still running the same amount of miles, still running almost the same amount of numbers, but I'm hustling now to get home, and I don't want to do that. Okay, so to answer your question is, can I go home every weekend and still make the same amount of money? I probably can, but I don't want to. Okay, I don't want to hustle to get home, because by the time I get home, it's late, I'm tired. All right, and then I only got one full day to spend time with my family, get ready to go that Monday morning and hit the road. All right, yeah, I'm gonna see them in a couple of more days, but then I'll have to hustle back, or the numbers might not be there, or the loads might not be there. So I'd rather take my time. Okay, do that first week. Okay, running. That following weekend, do my 34 somewhere at a truck stop, just hang out, unwind, recharge my batteries, look over my truck, thoroughly. All right, and then start that Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, figure something out and start heading back home. Okay, so I can be in either late Friday night or early Saturday morning. All right, and now I got a full weekend to spend time with my family. All right, and I probably made a little bit more money than I did if I was supposed to be out for 1 week. And I know I've said it in the past, no money's gonna replace family time, but I'm just doing this because it's smarter for me to run that way. Okay, so to answer your question, guys, you guys can run as much as you want, and you guys probably can go home every weekend. I just choose not to, because those last 2 days, that Thursday and that Friday, depending where I'm at, depending how the conditions are on the road or whatever the case might be, I just don't want to put myself in a situation to where now I have to either have to hustle home, or something comes into play, or whatever the case might be, and now I get into late Saturday night, and then I really don't have any time with my family. So with that being said, guys, can I make the same amount of money I can, you know, versus being out a week or 2 weeks? Yeah. But to me, it's just smarter to run 2 weeks than it is one. Okay. So I hope that makes sense to you guys, and I hope somewhat that sheds some kind of light to your answer. You know, because I know I've been talking to people that live out of Oklahoma, Florida, Cleveland. Because you got Peter in Oklahoma, you got Levy in Florida, you got Shelton in Dallas, and you got Vince in Vince is in Dallas, Peter's in Oklahoma, Levy's in Florida. Trying to think, Shelton, Dallas, and then. But like I said, I mean, you know, it all depends where you guys are at, you know, on how the market is for you guys. That's what you have to look at first. Where you live, where do you have to go just to get a load to head out, okay? So with that being said, and if I left someone out, man, I do apologize, you know. I'm just throwing names out there, and like I said, everybody, guys, I do appreciate you guys subscribing to my channel. You know, I'm very blessed that you guys do. And but like I said, I hope this video has been helpful, somewhat insightful, as in to share this kind of information with you guys. But once again, this is what I choose, and this is how I feel comfortable running my my days out here. So with that being said, guys, God bless, be careful, and have a safe weekend if I don't talk to you guys.